Hello, everyone. I want to thank you for joining me again on the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. On this channel, we're going to talk about finance, business, credit, LLCs, everything financial. We're trying to build wealth and change our lives through wealth building. Today, I want to have a conversation about LLCs. And having an LLC has changed my life, for the better, and building my own business and company and understanding how it works and how to make it work for me has been has given me a big win in life. Just like everybody else, I was, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet and trying to be successful. I was working hard for companies that never gave me an opportunity to move forward, either because discriminating against me because of the color of my skin or discriminating against me because of my criminal background, which I got into some trouble when I was younger. And I caught a possession charge for marijuana. Marijuana is legal almost across the whole country now. And they was treating it like a felony. And so I decided that the only opportunities or the only fair opportunities I would be given would be the ones that I give myself. So I decided to start my own company, and I got me an LLC. And I'm going to share some of the things that I learned through that experience that helped me get to where I am today. So one thing, when you get your LLC, you're going to want to get your EIN number, which is your employer identification number or your tax ID number. You're going to want to get your Dun and Bradstreet number. And then after those two, which are free, you can get both of those for free. So you don't have to be charged for that. And then you also want to get an account with NAV. Now, I got my LLC through LegalZoom because when I got my LLC, I wanted to get everything all at once. My LLC, my articles of incorporation, and all of my stocks and all that kind of stuff. And it came with a nice little binder with everything together. And I overpaid for it, but sometimes you just pay for convenience. I had a lot of things going on at the time, and I just wanted to get this started so that I can begin my journey as an entrepreneur and business owner. So I went ahead and paid LegalZoom. I think I paid $890 for everything. And they did have a payment plan that I could use, so I was able to get my LLC, pay a third of it down, and pay the other two payments as I went along. And so once you get your LLC, one thing you need to understand about business and business credit is just because you have a business don't mean you're going to be able to establish business credit immediately. It's all a process, and there are steps to be taken. And if you take those steps properly, then you'll open a lot of financial doors for yourself. And so I had to learn those. I had to bump my head and, go forward and backwards a few times before I finally figured things out. And that's why I'm here on this channel, to share some of those experiences, to keep you from making some of the mistakes that I've made so that you can be greater in your journey. And just like I said, the first thing you want to do is file for your LLC. You want to get your free EIN number. You want to get your free Dun and Bradstreet number. Now, Dun and Bradstreet offer a credit builder program to help you build business credit. I do not suggest that you get that at all. I paid $1,000 for the program. None of the stuff they told me about the program worked. None of the stuff that they told me that I would be able to do, I was able to do. So the entire program was basically a fraudulent program that Dun and Bradstreet was using to take advantage of people. And I know it was fraudulent because they ended up getting involved in a lawsuit with the government. And the government ended up forcing them to pay everybody back the money that they paid. So I got my $1,000 back. Yay, government, thank you. And so I signed up for this other company that had a credit builder program called NAV, N-A-V. And that company was great. Everything that they told me actually worked in less than 45 days after setting my account up. I had my business profile set up to where I can log into the system and see exactly where my business credit was with all 4 business credit bureaus. And there are 4 credit bureaus. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull it up on my other phone so I can see what those are. That's the Dun and Bradstreet number, the Experian, Equifax, and FICO are the 4 business credit reporting agencies. So those you're able to see all 4 of those on your profile. So after starting that, the way that you build business credit is you get what they call a net 30 account. And what a net 30 account is an account that'll allow you to get credit with a company in your business name for 30 days. And then they will bill your company on invoices for the products that you buy. And Nav gave me a list of companies that I could use to set up an account for my new business to start building business credit. Now, when you set up those net 30 accounts, the way that a majority of them work is they want you to do business with them for about 4 to 6 months, and then they'll start reporting your business to the credit bureaus like Dun and Bradstreet and Experian and Equifax and FICO and stuff like that. And one of the first companies I dealt with was Uline. I really like Uline, and you've probably either heard of them or seen the products somewhere, because any kind of restaurant or business that you go to, more than likely they're getting the paper towels from Uline, they're getting the trash bags from Uline, they're getting a number of things from Uline. And what I did with Uline is I just set up the account and I started buying things that I typically use around the house. I bought laundry detergent, I bought dishwashing liquid, I bought paper towels, I bought toilet paper, Ajax, bleach, just everything I just use around the house just to keep the house clean and all of that. And so that was something that I used to establish my business credit. Now, one thing I had to tell another guy is when you use those net 30 accounts, when you get ready to pay, they're going to ask you how you want to pay. If you pay with your credit card, you're not going to get credit for the net 30. You have to make sure that you pick net 30 as your payment, so that way they build you and you pay 30 days later. Because if you're not using your net 30 account, then you're not gonna be able to build credit. Some other companies that offer business credit is Best Buy. I was able to get a $10,000 business credit line from them. Amazon Business have a net 55 account that you can get in your business name. And with that net 55 account, you can order things on Amazon and just pay the account 55 days later. And another thing is that I've recently found out is that fuel cards, they're real easy to get for business credit. And with those fuel cards, you can use them to buy gas for your personal vehicle. And then with the fuel cards, you need to know that they're typically due the next week. So if you get gas on Friday, then the following Friday, that's when your bill is going to be due. So just be mindful of that if you use those fuel cards. So far, I've been able to get, I think, 5 or 6 fuel cards for my company. So I'm going to be using them and putting them in rotation, using one week, using another the next week. And they're helpful because I can use them in multiple businesses that I have. I have a trucking company, so I can buy fuel for my trucks. And then I have a rental car company where I'm renting cars out to people through Turo. I spoke about that on the previous video. So I have that as well. And you need to understand that personal credit and building personal credit and building business credit is a process. And if you go through the steps of that process, you can open up some major doors for yourself. I was able to open up some major doors for my company last year. I have a trucking company, and I was able to get a huge SBA loan, a life-changing loan from the SBA. And so that was big for my company because I never, ever really expected. I mean, you think that, when you're doing things and you believe in what you're trying to do, you want to be in the mindset of where you believe that certain things can happen. But then when they actually do, it's just like your head just boom, just explodes because you wasn't expecting that. You have an idea, but then when you actually see it in your face, it's amazing. And so just following the process of building your business credit and building your LLC and working on your personal credit can change your life drastically. I haven't been to work in about 10 months, and I've taken off to get some certain things together and work on my health and work on my life and different things like that, and take a break because I've spent like 17 years in the trucking industry, and I've spent the last 5 years as a business owner. So now that I've finally gotten my business to the point to where I don't have to work unless I really want to, now I just felt like it was a good time just to take a little break and reset. And now I'm getting ready to get back out here and continue building. And the next loan that I have on my sites is this expansion loan they have with the SBA. With that expansion loan, you're required to have an 800 credit score. You must have a business plan, and you must have your last 2 to 3 years in taxes. And that expansion loan gives you about $5 million that you can use in your business to expand your company, to buy more equipment, to buy real estate. You can buy other businesses. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do with that expansion loan. And just having your business set up the right way, can be very helpful in getting that loan. And for those wondering if they still have SBA loans available for businesses, they actually do. They just closed the SBA portal down, so you can't apply for the SBA loans through the portal. What you have to do now is apply for an SBA 7A loan. That's a 7A loan. And what the 7A loans are doing is the SBA is insuring up to 50% of your loan, so that if someone gives you, one of these banks give you a loan, the SBA is saying that if they default on the loan, we'll pay you 50%. So they're guaranteeing that they'll give them half of the money that they gave you. So if you know that your credit good and your business credit good, it might not be a bad idea to apply for them. It's real easy. You just go on there and go to the SBA website, search through there and get to the 7A portal, and then just fill out your company's info. And then they're going to send you a list of banks and lending institutions in your area that they're working with, and then you can start calling them and discussing your options as far as that goes. So I hope this bit of information kind of give you an idea of what you need to do as far as your LLC and building your personal and business credit. We're going to be bringing you more videos pretty soon. I'm going to leave a link down in the description. I also invest in the stock market, and I have a podcast where I'm talking about investing in the stock market. I'll leave those links in the description. If you find this information useful or helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends so that we can all come up together. We can all build businesses and enjoy the freedom that wealth brings, and no longer be a slave to finances, but actually have our finances work for us and create a better lifestyle for us, less stress and more opportunities. So thank you for tuning in to the Marquie Money Talks YouTube channel. Everybody be safe, drink your water, drink your hot tea, and be healthy.